Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to be here, and I'd like to have you meet a friend of mine. This is a retired Army doctor. He was a psychiatrist and a psychologist. This is Dr. Sidney Oliver Snodgrass. Hello, folks. Nice to meet you. Larry, I'm like, well, you're here in the Spruce Creek Community Center, and we're helping to celebrate Veterans Day. And we are certainly glad to have this opportunity to thank all the veterans for their wonderful service and sacrifice to our country, and to thank those that are currently serving too. Yes, that's a wonderful thought, and we thank them all. You used to be a doctor. Oh, I still am a doctor. In the service, they called me Dr. SOS. Oh, SOS. Sidney Oliver Snodgrass. Yeah, they said, Doc SOS, call me when you're in distress. I see, that's pretty good. Did you have any, you must have had some really interesting experiences as a psychiatrist in the Army. Oh, yeah, this one young fellow came in and told me he was a pretzel. A pretzel, what'd you do for him? Oh, I straightened him out. I like to have a little humor. Yeah, I can see that. Just a slight humor. Yeah. And then a fellow came in and told me that on Monday through Friday he feels like a wigwam. A wigwam? Yeah, and on Saturday, Sunday he's a tee-tee. Oh, what'd you tell him? I told him he was too tense. Yes. And then a fellow came in, a young private came in and said he thought he was a whale girl. Well, did you figure out why? Yeah, because his commanding officer was pushing him around. You ever have any ladies come in? Oh, yeah. Oh, this dear lady came in. She told me she thinks she's a pair of curtains. Oh, this is weird. A lady told you she thought she was a pair of curtains. What'd you tell her? Oh, I told her to pull herself together. and then I had a lovely, gorgeous young lady came in, and you know what she said? She says, I think I'm a deck of cards. Oh, I had no trouble dealing with her. Oh, my. And then this guy came in, he says, Doc, I have great difficulty. I can't lie with a straight face. Well, it's not a good idea to lie. Yeah, I told him if he's gonna lie, he ought to lie with a curved body. I don't think they got that one. And then one time, this anxious midget came in, running into the office. Well, you have all kinds of people. An anxious midget. What'd you tell him? Oh, I told him to be a little patient. Now, do you still have an office? Oh yeah, I have a couch. A couch? Well, do you know what kind of people use on a couch? Well, the people who are off their rocker. Hey, you know, I have heard that sometimes people refer to a psychiatrist as a shrink. Yeah, you know why that is? Why? Well, we reduce the size of their wallet. Oh, were you expensive? Well, I gave my patients the bill up front. The bill? You mean when they first started out, you gave them the bill? Why that? It was shock therapy. Boy, you certainly do sound like you were expensive. Well, tell me, what could you do for me for $50? Oh, I can send you a get low card. Oh, you guys are very expensive. Now, before the show began, I told some folks that we had this doctor with us today, and I asked them if they had any questions for the doctor, and I did get a few of them, And would you like to answer a few questions? Oh, I'd love to answer. Okay, here's a question that came to me. This is from a lady who says, my husband stays awake all night looking at the clock. What should he do? Well, he should get a job at night watching that Olnar. Oh my. And then there's this one from a lady who says, she has an estranged husband. One of those, yes. My estranged husband hit me on the head and now it is swollen. What should I do? Oh, well, I think she ought to sue him for a lump sum. and here's one, another one from a lady. Oh my land, this lady says, my husband thinks he's an overcoat. What should I do with him? Stuff them in mothballs and hang them in the closet. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Well, that helps. Oh, anything from, here's one from a gentleman. He says, my mother-in-law just passed away, and for peace of mind, should we have her embalmed and buried or cremated? Oh, well, I think he should take no chances. Do all three. This is from, I'm 75 years old and I'm in love with a great man. But if I tell him my secret, he won't marry me. My secret is I have false teeth. Any advice for this lady? Yeah, keep your mouth shut. And I got one more here. This is a single senior lady from Spruce Creek South. She wants to marry a man who will look up to her and think she's attractive. What kind of man should she get? Well, I think she ought to get a nearsighted midget. Well, I think that's probably about all we have time for. Would you have any parting advice for these folks? Oh, I can give them some good advice. Anybody who goes to see a psychiatrist ought to have his head examined. Good night, folks, and happy